everyone, welcome back to Paleo Travelers. Today we're going to Norway to meet up with our dad who's already there for work purposes, and we're going to be spending his few days off doing fun adventures.
To start off our adventure, we woke up at 5:30 and traveled through the Mont Blanc Tunnel into France. Then we go to Geneva, Switzerland, and fly to Frankfurt, Germany from there. Okay, we're in the parking garage now. And then we're gonna get on our plane flight to Germany. And then Norway, Oslo.
Norway.
They have Ben and Jerry's here. Ben and Jerry's.
We got on our first plane flight from the Geneva airport to the Frankfurt, Germany airport. Our next plane flight brings us to the Oslo airport. Unfortunately, our bags did not arrive with us, but we had it sorted out and they were due to arrive in our apartment in Sogndal 2 days later. We got our rental car and started on the 5-hour journey to our apartment in Sogndal.
It's pretty right now.
Doesn't it look like Vermont though?
Yes.
It's just more rocky and bigger. A lot bigger. I'm eating popcorn out of a bag. Yeah, it's really long. Really long. One thing I like is last night we got in and it was completely dark and we didn't know what our surroundings looked like. But look at that. We have arrived. And we're having breakfast now and we haven't had bacon in like 8 months. Because Italy doesn't have bacon. Oh, and we have sriracha too, which is good.
Our first day in Norway, Dad wasn't there yet, so we went fjordside, and we all agreed that it reminded us of both Maine, Vermont, and Italy all put together.
It's day 2 in Norway, and we are going to Balestrad to meet our dad.
Yay. But here we are in Sogndal.
Pretty good view. We're just about to get on the ferry, and it's right there.
We took the ferry to Balestrad, where we had some lunch.
Like the one I had.
And right now we're right by the fjord and we're killing some time before we go and meet Dad. And we saw some starfish. And we took a walk to a church.
St. Olaf's Church is an Anglican church built stave style in 1897. According to the locals, it was the inspiration for the church where Elsa was coronated in the film Frozen. After going to the church, we go to the Convictness Hotel to meet Dad after his work day. And we had some dinner there. The Convictness Hotel was built Swiss chalet style in the 1700s. The Convict family have been the hosts since 1877. It holds a lot of beautiful paintings and antiques. Notably, German Emperor William II vacationed at the hotel and happened to be there at the outbreak of World War I. The chair on which she sat when he got the news, is still there with his signature.
So we hung around the hotel for a little bit with Dad, and then we started to have our dinner. And for the first course or appetizer, we had caviar, lentils, and salmon, and it was really good.
Second course.
This place made our dinner last night.
Potato, carrot, asparagus, and pork shank.
If you walk out
Yeah,
the
pork
door,
shank.
and if you walk out onto the deck, that's where
And floured butter.
such a sweet snack. It's like news.
Third course. Chocolate, vanilla, ice cream, and berries. Yeah.
No, this is raspberry. Came under this.
Yeah, berries.
Berries, Francie.
It's gonna be right here.
We're gonna drive for an hour to Eustal, and then we're gonna go skinning there.
We went skinning, and it was Mom and Francie's first time ever. And then after we went skinning, we skied down and drove to our hotel room for the night in Nesgard.
Norway is a Scandinavian country, which is a region in northern Europe that also includes Sweden and Denmark. Scandinavia is often used to describe places that speak the Scandinavian languages. The term comes from the district called Scania in southern Sweden. Norway is longer than it is wide, and it is bordered on the east by Sweden and on the west by the Norwegian Sea, in the north by the Barents Sea, and in the south by the Atlantic Ocean. Norway has the second longest coastline in the world and the longest in Europe. Norway is known for its fjords and mountains. A fjord is a long, narrow, deep inlet of sea between the mountains. They were created by glaciation that went below sea level. The word fjord is an ancient Viking term that combines the idea of traveling across and the word ferry.
Oh, it must not be too bad, right, Francie? Go, France. Dive in. You got this. Oh, my. Yeah.
They're out immediately.
Yes.
Asparagus soup. Salmon. Strawberry sherbet. And hand transfers.
Okay, so we just finished breakfast. I got my sandwiches, and we're about to go skiing again. Mwah. What?
I'm going tonight.
What? You can't really understand the popping before 9:30 a.m.
Cut it out. Okay, get out.
The Jotunheimen National Forest was established in 1980 and is made up mainly of ice, mountains, and green mountain waters, colored so by silt from the glaciers. The name Jotunheimen means home of Jotun, a Norse mythological reference to where giant mythical trolls live. The history of skiing has some of its beginnings in Norway. Skis were used regularly by Scandinavian farmers, hunters, and warriors during the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
The cambered ski was developed in Telemark, Norway in the early 1800s and allowed the skier's weight to be more evenly balanced over the ski, thus improving the experience.
So good.
Nice pitch.
Woo! Nope. Yeah, Poppy. Oh no. My beets leaked out. I think I sat on them by accident. Sammy. Sandwich too, strawberry Nutella.
Gross.
A piece of history related to skiing is the story of the Birkebeiner, named for a rebellious political party formed in 1174. They protested a pretender to the Norwegian throne. The Birkebeiner name came from the birch bark shoes they wore because many of them were so poor. Today, they are honored for escorting Prince Haakon, the 2-year-old heir to the Norwegian throne, on a long and treacherous trip on skis. Each year, the Birkebeiner cross-country ski is done in Norway, the U.S., and Canada to commemorate their efforts.
Okay, so we are driving to a pastry shop that we haven't been to yet in Sogndal.
Cinnamon rolls. Sorry.
And then we are going sea kayaking, and then after that we're gonna go do some sport climbing. The cinnamon rolls at the pastry shop were good, but they were basically all the same thing, but in different shapes and textures, I guess.
Wavy to go out. These two are the first explorers. So we ended up not going sea kayaking because the waves are really high. So we're just gonna go climbing and have a nice lunch. So now we just finished lunch and a nap by the fjord, and now we're gonna go climbing up there.
We're still hiking up. We're at the climbs now. Found the wall, it looks great. Perfect for fellow travelers. Yeah.
So we were just walking around in the woods and we found a giant thing. It's like, what? Like that's the size of my hand. It's huge, and I think it's a horse, but I have no idea. We narrowed it down to horse, cow, or moose, but it is giant.
Hey, so we are hiking out. The climbing here is so amazing. The rock is so sick. Yeah, and we're going to have dinner either Italian or Chinese. So it'll be good. It's 8 o'clock here and it is so bright out. It's crazy. It's so nice. Crazy, man.
Williams.
So we're having Chinese. Peanut sauce, sweet and sour. What did you get?
Folks, we are standing in front of Boybring, which is a glacial lobe of Jostedalbreen, which is the largest glacier in continental Europe.
The Battle of Norwfjord in 1184 took place here. A Birkebeiner named Sverre defeated King Magnus, slaying him and effectively becoming the next king of Norway.
Let's go up towards her and left to the right. Excellent. Come on. But it would be nice to meet the people that I know can ski.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's from Princess Bride.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice work. Okay. Grab the sling if you don't feel good. Nice. Yeah, buddy. I'll walk this shit up. That's weird. Yeah, bud. Yeah, I got it. We're gonna do now, right? We're gonna pass it. Take the rope out of the last quick draw carefully.
We just got done with climbing, and it was pretty sick. The rock here is really nice. And we are about to go get pizza now. I'm really hungry.
Oh, there comes Blackjack. You feed Black. Oh my gosh! Wow. Oh my gosh! Prince, there's Dawn! Hey, Dawn! Dawn!
So majestic.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good boy. She doesn't listen.
Nancy, I don't want you to be on the phone. What do you do? Okay. So
So we actually are getting burgers because we live in Italy and we eat Italian food every day. So yeah. Thank you. Onion rings, bacon, cheddar, all the good stuff.
Rainbows, glistening water.
So we are gonna sleep by the fjord tonight. We're gonna bivvy, I think, or are we gonna have a tarp?
Well, gonna baby. It's one of those full moon nights.
Yeah. Okay, so some of our friends in Sandal lent us some sleeping bags and pads and stuff.
Hi.
Sort of crowded. Yeah, our car doesn't have that much room. Funny. High five. No.
Did it take your breath away?
No. No.
Still got a poop?
I'm trying to recover.
After taking a morning swim, we head into town to get some food. Since we bivvied the night before, we had no food.
Wait, no, it's Good Friday.
So
Nothing's
nothing
open.
is open. We're waiting for 30 minutes for this pizza place to open.
Yeah.
So we finished pizza, and now we're going on a ferry to the oldest church in Norway, a World Heritage Site.
The Ornith Stave Church is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO World Heritage Site. The wooden church was built in the 12th and 13th centuries on a promontory on Sognefjord in Norway. This stave-type church is a wooden construction and was common in northwest Europe during the Middle Ages. They were built like a basilica, yet all wood. This particular one in Norway has aspects of Viking-era ornamentation, also known as ornus, type animal art in Christian architecture. Here you see the carving of the interlaced fighting lion and serpent, good versus evil.
Tomorrow, we're gonna go to the airport like really early, 4 in the morning, and we'll take another flight to Frankfurt, Germany, and then we'll come back, and then we'll go to Kumair from there. And one last view of Norway at nighttime, which is really pretty. You can probably only see the lights right now.
See this?
Yeah, that's.
I'm sure you'll be able to sleep.
After waking up in Norway and flying to Germany, then driving through parts of Switzerland and France, we finally arrive home in Kumair. As always, make sure to like and subscribe below. And thank you for traveling with us today, and we'll see you next time. Ciao!